home appraisal in the process of the purchasing a home.
But first, let's hit it. Hi, this is Alan Victoria. Welcome to our channel and podcast.
And if this is your first time in our podcast and our channel, please subscribe and get notified when we put a new podcast and video for you.
Honestly, we get calls and texts all the time from 252-327-3357. So don't be shy. We're absolutely happy to talk to you anytime, any day.
Therefore, now we're going to come to the fun part, which is going to be done by your lender. That basically is ordering the home appraisal. That the lender is going to...
Let me repeat this, what he said. It is done by the lender. Why am I repeating it? Not because I don't trust my husband, but because we get a lot of questions. People just jump the gun all the time and say, how are you going to order the appraisal? And I say, I don't. You have to talk to your lender. So
yes. Therefore, your lender definitely is going to charge you a fee that is from the bank to bank, from type of loan to loan is different. And basically, this appraiser, they're going to come that was hired by your bank or lender.
And they are a third party. They do not work for the bank.
Tell the bank the current value of the house that you are intended to purchase.
And let's be honest, this is where things can go haywire in today's world. If the appraisal comes in lower than the offer, this can cause trouble to the financing. So, I mean, this is where it really matters to where you don't go crazy into high numbers for a house. It's not worth it.
Yes.
So you have to consider the appraisal value when you are making that offer. Also,
this is actually your real estate agent job that tells you, because it has the market knowledge.
Right, we're not appraisers. We can tell you the market value of the home, which is not necessarily the appraised value
but
of the home.
For putting
but
the
they're
offer,
similar. Absolutely.
When you wanted to put the offer, you need to know that how much you should put an offer, that you don't come with the surprises after the appraisal done by your bank.
And even if it does come in low, your banker, at least a good lender, is going to say, we're going to contest the fee, because if the market value is higher than what that appraiser was just wrong, well, then the lender can ask for it to be contested and look at all of these other factors that the realtor is going to provide. Another option, if you really want this home and it's definitely not at value, is you can always pay the difference. Say you really, really want this house.
Therefore, you need to come with the difference, and you paid out of your bank account or whatever it is.
Now, the other side, let's just say we talked about low. Let's just say that on the other side, that appraisal, you paid $200 and that house is worth $250, $300. Congratulations. Amazing.
And we don't need to share it with the seller.
We are not telling the seller's agent what the appraised value came at. I do recommend making sure your realtor, if you trust them, reads it, because we're looking for contingencies in that appraisal, because the appraiser might, like the VA, might come in and say, hey, we need the light fixtures fixed in this house before we can actually pay for this house. So I do recommend realtors be able to read it, but if we're your buyer's agent, we are absolutely not sharing the information on, because you have just walked into a windfall. So awesome.
Therefore, if you put a contingency, most of the estate that they don't have a due diligence, basically, if you back out from the offer with the contingency of the appraisal, basically you are not losing your earnest money. But in the state of North Carolina, no matter what, even after appraisal, if you put that due diligence, basically we cannot get back that due diligence from the seller.
I mean, we're going to argue that if they put that house way higher than what it's actually worth, we definitely have an argument with them that they lied to you and they lied to everybody. But I mean, we're looking for things like that in order to help our clients. So anyway, hope this was helpful.
And see you in the next podcast and video.